Hello and welcome back to the Green Workbench. This is a pretty simple project. We're going to reupholster this stool. I have my new fabric already picked out. The frame of the stool can be used over and over and over, and you change the entire personality just by changing the fabric. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's get started. The first step is to remove the frame from the top so we can start working with the top. Everything is a little bit different, so it depends on what yours is. So we'll get that, we have a screw that's a little stuck, so we'll work that out and take it apart. The next step is the painful one, especially if the person who upholstered it is staple happy. But you need to remove all the staples. If you have a staple remover, that's great. If not, you have to use the good old method of screwdriver and pliers. So we'll go around and get all of those off. Pull the fabric back, it pops the staple up. The old foam is old and pretty gross, so I'm going to take a new piece and cut it out and use some new foam. If your foam's okay, you can just reupholster with the fabric and not worry about it, but this is the perfect time to get rid of some dirty foam, especially on a footstool like this, because it's got feet and shoes on it all the time. So I'm sure the foam is pretty gross. Okay, so we'll move on to getting it set. So I'm going to cut the fabric. This is the base is used as my guide. Remember, you're going to have foam, so you're using a little bit more. So that's about 2.5 inches all the way around. So I'll cut that out. Mine has some stripes, so I'm going to need to make sure it lines up properly. So depending on your pattern, make sure you're cutting it in the right direction with your pattern, and before you start stapling, make sure it's lined up. So I add a little bit of batting on top of my foam. Place that down. Again, make sure you're straight. Alright, you're going to pull it up on one side and staple. You want a better staple gun than this. Alright, I'm going to grab my other staple gun. But anyway, once you get one side, then you want to pull it and do the same thing on the other. Okay, so get both sides stapled. Okay, before you do the ends, turn it over, make sure you're putting it together the way you want it. Now we're going to tack the ends. Don't go too close to the corners, because we're going to have to fold the corners next. Okay, you'll see on my corner I tucked it in and then pulled the flap up. So do the same thing over here. Tuck. Flap up. Remember, they're not going to see the underside, so you just want to worry about what they're going to see. And staple. And I'll put a couple more and fix it here. Alright, it's all done, pulled tight, all the corners done. Looks good on top. So we're going to place the base back on, line up the screw holes, and reattach. Okay, it's all done. Screw the top in, and it's like a brand new piece of furniture. Nice new cushioning, so it's nice and firm. New material. So we are ready to go. It was easy. It took, what, maybe 30 minutes? So if you have an old piece of furniture and all you need to do is reupholster it, don't get rid of it. It's easy to do yourself. Please check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on The Green Workbench.